Hello, welcome back to Everything Nena. Thank you for joining in. So at this time, we are at the Windjammer Buffet, and this is actually the dinner buffet portion. On this particular night, it was the Caribbean food, and the Caribbean food was pretty good. As you see in the video, you have your pastas. They always have pastas no matter what. Your mashed potatoes with the gravy on the side. And side note, the mashed potatoes was very good. It was delicious. It was creamy. The gravy was good as well. Of course, you have your rice, and they always have some type of stir fry to put on top of the rice. That was also delicious as well. Now, one thing about the dinner buffet, I noticed about all of the buffets, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they always have an assortment. It could be an assortment of everything. They always have the rolls, the bread, and even the pastries and pastas. It's always different kind of pastas. It's always different kind of rolls and breads. Here you have the seafood salad. Now, at first, I thought it wasn't going to be that flavorful, but it turned out the seasonings that was in that seafood salad was fantastic. The shrimp cocktail was also good as well. You can't really go wrong with shrimp cocktail, but it was good. Of course, you got your hamburgers and your hot dogs, and also an assortment of different desserts. One thing about Royal Caribbean cruises, they always have a lot of different desserts to choose from. So you can never get bored with just one dessert. You always have an option to choose, and that's what I like. And not just that, they also accommodate guests. Even if you need sugar-free desserts, it's always available. So I will say the desserts was a thumbs up to me. When I came by some of the donuts, it wasn't as good, I want to say, because it wasn't as sweet, but it worked. It hit the spot for me. They also had a ice cream little bar, and it was like 2 different flavors, and I believe it was strawberry and vanilla, or maybe chocolate and vanilla. And they also had condiments like you could put on top, like sprinkles, chocolate, gummy bears, gummy worms, so you can customize it the way you like. Now, they also had steak and chicken. I never eat the steak at the buffet. It just don't look like steak to me, or maybe the steak I like, but I see a lot of guests get it all the time. I see some people have 2 or 3 steaks on their plate, so it must be good. I never tried it, never had intention on trying it, but maybe next time I'll give it a go and tell you guys what it, if it's good or not. They also have an assortment of soups. They, like I mentioned in my last video about the buffet, they always have 2 to 3 soups at each buffet. Now, y'all, this mac and cheese was really good. It was cheesy. It was cooked just right. All the cheese flavor was just on point. Of course, they always have the cheese and the cold cuts assortment, which is good. That's what I go to. That's just what I always do. I love to have, the fruit with the cheeses and the cold cuts with olives. That's just me. They had different toppings, so you could top off your salad, which was really good too. I'm a salad fan as well. I have to have my salad. It's just me. That's just one of my go-tos as well. It's just a habit. I always usually eat it before I eat anything else. And again, like I said, every time I ate a piece of fruit on Royal Caribbean, it was always fresh. Now, these coconut critters, they was just right. It wasn't too sweet, and it had just the amount of sugar that you needed. It was just perfect. So if you're a sweet tooth person, that'd be up your alley. Again, as I mentioned, they had pre-made salads and also coleslaw. The coleslaw was really good as well. It was perfect. It was, again, the right seasoning, the right flavor, and I was a-okay with that. Because usually, sometimes when I taste people coleslaw or different stores, their coleslaw, it just don't be that good. The beans and rice was fantastic. They also had jerk chicken, sweet plantains, and also these sweet rolls. Again, this was Caribbean night at the buffet. Those sweet rolls was so soft and just the right, measurement of sugar. It was just so good. And the sweet plantains was excellent. It was cooked to perfection. As I mentioned, they also had jerk chicken. The jerk chicken was really good as well. It wasn't overcooked. It was just done perfect at perfect temperature. Now, I will say, if you don't go to any buffet during your whole cruise, at least go Caribbean night, because they have a couple Caribbean dishes, and those Caribbean dishes are so delightful. I'm trying to tell you guys, go try it. Try to get there just for at least that one night if you don't do it any other night. And here you go again, the assortment of cold cuts as well as the olives and the cheese. They had blue cheese, sharp blue cheese. And let me tell you guys, it was so delicious. I'm a cheese fan, but I never had sharp blue cheese that good. I don't know how aged that cheese was, but it was so delicious with the cold cuts, the olives, and they even had different dips. I started to go back and get more, but I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a break. But it was so delicious. I really recommend, and I say this again, please visit the dinner buffet. If you don't visit the dinner buffet any other night, please try to go that one night when it's Caribbean night, because you will not, and I will say this, you will be so satisfied, and you will thank me later, because the food just be that great. But overall, I would have to rate the dinner buffet. I give it a 10. The food was on point that time, and everything was good. The macaroni and cheese, the sweet rolls, the jerk chicken, the rice and beans. And they always have an assortment of everything, so you can never go wrong there. So just give it a try. Some people are buffet lovers. Some people like, I don't really like buffets. I don't want to do it all the time. I like to be served. That's good and all. That's really good and all. Maybe you can do the main dining room. Have a little bit there, then go to the buffet, have a little bit there. It don't hurt to try different things if you can. Don't overdo it, of course. But, you paying for it. You're on the cruise. Enjoy yourself. Relax. A vacation. So I really hope that this information helped. And again, if you have any questions or concerns about the buffet, or you want to know a little bit more, maybe information that I did not put in, that I didn't speak on, or maybe information I didn't go in detail about the buffet, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for joining. I hope this information was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.